Hi everyone, Kate here from Merge Health. I wanted to talk a little bit today about methylation. Methylation is a cellular process that goes on in every cell in the body. Is involved in producing DNA, RNA, lipids, or fatty acids, proteins, and some people can have too much methylation, what we call over-methylation, or not enough methylation, and that's called under-methylation. There are lots of things that can influence methylation and how it is processed in the body, so whether it's speeding up or slowing down. I wanted to give you that list today, and next week we're going to talk about how we can influence methylation ourselves to better health, for optimal health. So today we're surrounded by chemicals, and the environment has a big impact on methylation. So Wi-Fi can also have an impact on producing brain chemistry and chemicals. So telephone towers are going up, paints in our households, the new car smell, cosmetics, perfumes, those sorts of things. Also our lifestyle, stress has a huge impact on the way that we feel generally, and that can have an impact on our ability to detoxify, for example, which is a process required for methylation. Diet, all of you know that we advocate a whole foods, grain-free or a low-grain diet, and that's really important as well. Heavy metals, we're getting greater and greater exposure to heavy metals. In our water pipes, previously we had lead. They were previously made by lead. Nowadays they tend to be mostly made by copper, and that can have a huge impact on methylation. Newer housing is being installed with PVC, and that tends to release cadmium, so we're constantly being exposed by heavy metals. Also amalgams, we're getting mercury exposure there as well. Pathogens such as parasites, fungus, bacteria, mold, also huge influences. Other chemicals, what we call endocrine disruptors, xenobiotics that we get from plastics, so buying food in plastic, heating food in plastic, or other plastic exposures such as makeup, nail polishes, shampoos and conditioners, or applying plastic, wearing plastic can also have an impact as well. Nutritional excesses and deficiencies, huge impact, and that's one of the reasons why we don't advocate that you necessarily self-prescribe. Get educated first and feel empowered to do it then, but that has a huge impact on methylation, and we've seen people slow it down and speed it up as a result of nutritional influences. Oxidative stress is basically the process of inflammation, and we see that a lot, and it can be caused by all of the things that I've just mentioned, but one of the biggest influences of oxidative stress is leaky gut. So that's where the gut becomes semi-permeable and allows food particles and other pathogens and foreign bodies to get into the bloodstream, causing immune system dysregulation. We also see this with the brain. So now there's a condition known as leaky brain. Same thing as in the gut, but chemicals are allowed to flow through into the brain, causing all sorts of problems with methylation. And then finally, SNPs. So SNPs, or genetic variations, are obviously received from our parents, and they can be influenced by all the factors that I've just talked about. So if parents, for example, are exposed to heavy metals, if they have a poor diet, or they've had some environmental exposure, it can cause variations in our genetic makeup. So there you go, that's the list that has influences on methylation, and stay tuned for next week to talk about how we can make an impact from our end. Thanks.